Hey guys, this is Igor from Vinous Reverie Wine Merchant here in Walnut Creek. It's I think everybody's once again favorite part of the week when we open new stock. What's exciting here is that some of this new stock is actually older vintages of rieslings and gewürztraminers from Alsace, which is very exciting. Alsace, it's one of my favorite wine regions in the world. And it specializes in aromatic white wines for the most part, like Riesling, Gewürztraminer, Muscat. It also makes Pinot Blanc, Pinot Gris, unusual grapes like Sylvaner, and even a little bit of Pinot Noir. What's interesting about it is the Vosges Mountains are kind of the big mountain range in the vicinity, and there's a myriad of soils. There's actually more different soil types than in Côte d'Or, which is in the heart of Burgundy. And Burgundy is kind of known for its different soil types and how the wine expresses itself differently, specifically in a Pinot Noir grape. Where here you have Riesling and Gewürztraminer showcasing these, in many sense, even more complex soil types. In a similar way, there's a lot of Grand Cru vineyards in Alsace, just like there are Grand Cru vineyards in Burgundy that have these special wines. I think some of the best wines in the world. So the producer we have wines for today is Barnes Boucher, a great producer. Some of the wines are from Grand Cru vineyards, some are not from Grand Cru vineyards, and a lot of these are limestone or marl wines, which are typically produce kind of denser wines and long-aged wines. And like I said, these are some mature Rieslings. So let's open the first one. All right. Okay, so the first one is from the Hanks vineyard. That's kind of one of the three Grand Cru vineyards I think that they work with. 2007 Riesling. So this is a fantastic opportunity to taste a Riesling that's 14 years old, and you can tell how it's a drink that's still in the prime of its life. Fascinating drink. I've had it in the past. And kind of the primary tropical fruit is kind of disappearing, and you're getting more savory notes, more notes of like tea. It's just this complexity that only a great grape like Riesling showcases. So this is fantastic grape to enjoy. All right, let's see what's here. All right. Yes. Okay, so this is the Feisenberg Grand Cru vineyard. It's actually a vineyard that specializes more in Gewürztraminer, and this is a Gewürztraminer for 2012. Once again, Gewürztraminer is a very aromatic wine. Lychee is like the typical note. I think anybody who smells Gewürztraminer will recognize it right away. But this is once again, it has great acidity, which a lot of Gewürztraminers don't have. And I think this is a great expression of how this wine ages as well. 9-year-old Gewürztraminer, it's a great opportunity to taste something like that from a Grand Cru vineyard. All right. And we have one more from Barnes Boucher. All right. So Barnes Boucher, this is from the Herrenberg, which is not a Grand Cru. And a 2010, which is more interesting. It's an even older Gewürztraminer, but this is back in stock. So we've had it before. I know how great it tastes. This one got a spectacular score. Got 93 points from Wine Spectator, and I think for a $30 Riesling from Alsace with this much age, this is a great value. So all three wines, you could check them out. I have all the information on the website, the scores, the background information. I think it's just engaging information to try and experience something new or something very kind of unique, and aged Riesling Gewürztraminer from Alsace, which you don't find that often in distribution. Let's go to the other ones that we have here. All right. Oh, this is another fun Riesling. This is this time from Wegler in Rheingau. So this Riesling comes from the Rudesheimer Berg Rotland, which is considered kind of maybe the most the vineyard that produces the most complex wines in the Rheingau. And this is from 2009. great opportunity to try a sulfite-less. So this is a riper Riesling, and it's a sweeter Riesling, and it shows how sweet Rieslings could age for extremely long time. Once again, high scores. Jancis gave this wine 17.5 points, which is a fantastic score. And yeah, it's 2009, definitely in the prime of its life. I think it could easily go another 10 years. And it's a different expression than Alsace. I think it's fascinating to try to taste the two Rieslings side by side. All right. Okay. Oh, so we were talking about Côte d'Or Burgundy. So this is from Rhone, an aged Pinot Noir for 2012. Very nice example. This is Chorley's Bone from Domaine Duron and Le Bon d'Ors. That's one of the prime sites for this Pinot. So this is a beautiful way how Pinot ages. And once again, you got a lot of earthy notes. But here it's the savory notes are becoming more and more pronounced as the fruit kind of dissipates. And people who adore Burgundies, these are the style wines they like. The ones that are more savory, when you have hints of mushrooms, forest floor. It's just these savory notes that are beautiful to drink and experience by themselves or with food. Very nice one. What we got right here? All right. So from Domaine Thenard, from Givry. Once again in Burgundy, Givry is not part of the Côte d'Or. It's a little bit south, so it's kind of considered a lesser village. But this is a premier cru, and got a high score too. Got 16.5 points from Jancis, which is around like 90 points. I think it's a fantastic wine for $30. Premier cru from Burgundy. This is a great example of this wine. Oh, Lafage. Okay, Domaine Lafage is one. I think Domaine Lafage is the best value producer in the whole wine world. In fact, if you guys been in the shop, you can see I actually have that written on the wall. We have chalk walls, so we have written chalk. This is a great Grenache blend, and it's really this style of wine. It's really like if you like big zins, I think you will enjoy this wine. It's actually Tamlin Curling for JansonRobinson.com. She compared it to Amarone, and I think it's an apt comparison. For 22 bucks, I think it's a fantastic wine. 93 points from Jeb Dunnek, 17.5 points from Jancis Robinson. That's a spectacular score for a wine that retails below 25 bucks. So that's one Lafage, and I think I have another Lafage. Maybe this is it. All right, Centenare. So this is his white wine, mostly Grenache Blanc, but a little bit of Grenache Gris, which is a gray skin mutation of Grenache. Very unusual to find that one. And Roussanne, very nice, kind of full-bodied wine, but has nice acidity. For 18 bucks, and once again, a great value. You got 93 points from Jeff Dunnek. So you can see high scores for wines that, relatively speaking, are not very expensive. All right, so now we were just in Languedoc, southeast France, and now we're in Rhone Valley. So we're just moving up a little bit, staying in the same vicinity. This is from the Janasset family, which is one of the top Chateauneuf du Pape producers. But this is a very interesting Côte de Rhone, and this is a 2019 vintage. And what's interesting about this wine is this is the first vintage that they did it without adding any sulfur. So it's there's less pronounced like Garrigue flavors that you frequently get with Rhone blends, and actually a very fruit-forward wine, but very beautiful wine. So I think if you like California wines, this would be like a great introduction to a Grenache-based wine that has similar profiles. So, and I think I have one more. Oh, this is a really nice one. Okay. From Province Lafage. So this is actually the first wine I've ever brought in from Switzerland. And if you guys know anything about Swiss wines, there's one thing in common with them, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, they're all expensive. The life in Switzerland is expensive, and the wines are very expensive, and very little of them get into export or into domestic distribution. So this wine, it's actually retailing for $21, and it got 94 points from Jeff Dunnick. That's actually unheard of. I was super excited. I actually got 2 cases. Typically, I just take one case of wine at a time and see what the interest level is. But this, I couldn't pass an opportunity like that. A rare wine from a country that hardly ever brings in wines, typically expensive wines, and this is a high-scored wine. I think it's a must-try. I would definitely highly recommend something unique from Switzerland. If you guys want to try it, this is the wine. It's based on a Chasselas grape, which is kind of the white wine that Swiss market is known for. So this is, this is a good expression of that. And, as you guys can see, I think it's once again fun selections. I get really excited about these wines. It's the wines I want to drink, and the only thing I like more than opening up these boxes is introducing these wines to you guys, and ideally you guys would get the same excitement about these wines as I do. I don't know, you guys, if you notice it, like I'm like a wine geek, so I know a lot about wine. So I probably have a different perspective when I go to, like, grocery stores or big box stores, like Total Wine, Bevmo, or Safeway. Like, when I look at the shelves, I see the same old, CRAP, like all over the place. And to me, I'm like, man, this is just embarrassing. This is just embarrassing. What are you pushing on the consumer, right? Whereas this, to me, this is like embarrassment of riches. These are some of the best wines of the world, and I think some of the best values in the world. Even the Grand Cru Rieslings. I'll give you, for example, the Bars Boucher wines. These older wines, the Grand Cru Rieslings, we retail them for $50, which is, not cheap. But to give you a perspective, the newer vintages, I think the 2018 vintage just hit the U.S. marketplaces, and the Hanks Grand Cru Vineyard Riesling is selling for $100. So it's double the price. I love finding these kind of rare beauties, and I think they're retailed at absolutely fantastic prices. So all these wines are going to be on the website. Some of them are already on the website. Some are going to be on the website soon. So please check out the website, vinousreverie.com, and I hope you guys check out these wines as well. All right, next time we're opening new stock, I'll show it to you guys as well. Have a nice day.